I'm going to be showing you guys how it is set up Ipevo. So if we look here, see that the sensor cam has a red light, which means that you need to power it on. And of course it's powered by cord. Right. So to power this thingamajiggy on, just power it on. And then face the sensor cam and hit sensor power. It should change green and you should be ready to go. Step to turning on your projector. First, what you want to do is click the button. It's right here. It's right here. So click that button. Wait. For people who are blind and can't see that the button's right here, you're probably going to need with the remote control, you just hit the on button. And it should turn blue. And you should be ready to go. And it's powering on. And it should be ready to go. Now, if your image is not showing, mine is showing right on the board, then if you're using a Latitude D610, I'm not using that. There's just some keys. You're going to hit FN and at the same time hit F8. Or there's this clippy white thing. Just click that one time. Then it should turn black and you should not see your image. That's just telling the projector to disconnect. So it's just connecting right now. This projector should blink a few times. And then your image will no longer show. Now, what you can also do to disconnect your image, to reconnect your image, just click this button once again. It's a cool little button Microsoft installed. It's just reconnecting, as you can see here. No signal, it's just still loading here. Okay, once again, boom. Okay, let's get started with using Ipevo. So you're wondering, why do I have the lights turned on? Now, first of all, so this projector can be seen from the image. And second of all, so the light is fluent. I don't even need to write that. Okay, so now that you're set up, you're ready to go. Now, Ipevo has annotator software. You can use Smart Notebook. That's thing that's smart connected. Smart Notebook. If you write it down quickly. Smart Notebook. It also lets you write down if you're an annotator, you don't feel like wasting space on your computer. Now, people like me, I don't have any time for setting this up. I don't have any time for downloading. So people like me might be like, oh, why do I want to install an annotator software? Can you just use this stupid Smart Notebook? Of course, good idea. Nice saving. Okay, so you can change colors. Now, if your resolution is like mine, small 800 times 600, you can just use your colors. Red. Now, your batteries are inserted on the opposite side of the pen. You open that column up, and you can go use it. Now, if the light on the sensor cam ever turns red, that definitely means that you need to power it back on. Now, that is a good procedure that you guys definitely have to make sure that doesn't happen. Now, if you accidentally erase it without noticing it, there's this arrow to go back. Red. I don't know what I clicked there. Smart Notebook. You can just go back to whatever you're doing. And you can just, it's erasable, and then you can just reload your information. And by the way, if you're using Ipevo, it makes your computer use more space because it's interacting, it's moving its cursor, and it's working really hard to move the cursor. And at the same time, it's trying to load stuff. So that is called saving power when you don't use your Ipevo. It's saving power. So to save power when you use your Ipevo, just make sure that when you go down to the battery right here, to the power saver. Sorry, this Latitude D610 does not charge. It's always at 0%, but we can still use it though. So make sure you're not high performance, you're balanced, because that takes up a lot of space and stuff, and it wastes your storage. So storage, number one. So most people know the amount of storage or RAM they have on their thing. You mostly have 2 gigs, but for me, I have 2 gigs. there is a set of 4 gigs. I'll write down all the gigs you can have. You can have 8 gigs. You can have 16 gigs. And I'm sure you can also have 32 gigs, but it's going to last a lot of money. I don't know. They're still coming up with 64 gigs, but yet to be discovered. So you have to let to be discovered for 64. And that's pretty much it for my tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope this works for you. And hopefully everyone learned a lesson from this, and hopefully everyone can use this properly. Now, before you turn it off at night, one more notice before we end this video. You need to always turn off your sensor cam and always unplug all the plugs, because that will interrupt with your power. Turn the sensor cam red and power off the thing. And it should give you this message here. Power it down. And here, take your handy dandy little remote on the floor that somebody like me always keeps on the floor and just power it off. Thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you subscribe for my channel for more videos. I will see you again soon. Have a nice day.